Welcome. Today we will be talking on the roadmap. I think I should put it on. Let me put the title on the screen on TikTok. On the screen on TikTok. Please, guys, share the live stream. Tap on the screen and share. Let's go. Share the live stream. Let's go. You're welcome. This is gonna be an amazing time this morning. Amazing time this morning. Yes, good morning. Volume, can you not hear me? Can you not hear me? Can you guys listen, hear me? Can you hear me? Somebody's asking for volume. It's clear now, thanks. Okay. Maybe I wasn't saying anything at that time. Now you hear me because I'm talking. All right. Now, I want to talk about emotional intelligence. How to transform yourself from being immature emotionally and mature. Also, why it is important to know where you are in your emotional state. Now, there are a lot of things that people need to understand about themselves. Every successful, healthy relationship is built on major pillars, two major pillars: spiritual stability and emotional stability. Every successful, healthy relationships is built on two major pillars: spiritual stability and emotional stability. Now, emotional stability is very important in relationships, whether relationship with your children, relationship with your wife, relationship with your husband, relationship with your father, relationship with your mother, relationship with your colleagues at work, relationship with your boss. Every relationship depends on emotional stability to succeed. Now, having said that, I would like to take you through today, this morning. If I were you, I would share the live stream because what I'm about to share with you. Hello, the dancer. Hello, how you welcome? You're welcome from YouTube. Paul, is it what? Yeah. Panenti Paul, you're welcome. Listen, and those of you on TikTok, please share the live stream. Let's go. Tap, tap, tap on the screen, share it. Let's go. For those of you watching us in the viewer eye, in the For You page, come on in because we need to talk. We need to talk. We need to talk. All right. Before people become emotionally mature, they usually pass through 4 stages. Before people become emotionally mature for any relationship or marriage, they usually go through 4 stages. Yesterday, I was sharing this with my VIP a little bit. I'm taking out of that now. Just a section of what I share with the VIP is what I'm sharing now. There's a reason why I'm sharing this. So stay to the end of this live stream to get the benefit of it. Now, the truth is this. Most adults are walking around with grown bodies, but they have what we call the child level mindset, the child level emotions. They are grown up. We have people in their 40s, 60s, in their 50s, in their 30s, looking okay, but emotionally they are children. They love deeply, but they fight like children. They want connection, but their wounds sabotaged it. They desire peace, but their trigger control them. They keep asking themselves, why do I have, or why do I behave like this? Why do I behave like this? This is the roadmap I want to show you. This is the roadmap. Nobody explained to us when we were growing up. Nobody is still explaining it in school. Right now, I want to show you the roadmap from being emotionally mature to becoming mature. So this is a very important section. Very important section. So in the next couple of minutes, share the live stream, guys. Share. Let's share the live stream. Let's share. Thank you. Tap on the screen, guys. You guys are not tapping on the screen yet. All right, I know it's morning. Good morning, darling. Good morning to you. Wake up, shine your eye, clean your face. Let's go. Shine your eye, feed your face. Let's go. Some people are still trying to get up from the bed. Come on, get up. So, today, I want to show you the 4 stages every human being will pass. You'll have to pass through these 4 stages on their journey from emotional immaturity to emotional maturity. The 4 stages you need to go through. And I want to let you know where you currently are. Today, you will know where you are emotionally. You will know what stage you are and what to do about it. Because until you know your stage, you cannot grow. Write that down. Until you know your emotional state and stage, you cannot grow emotionally. Now, the cost of emotional immaturity is too much to bear. It's too much. It's too expensive. I said the cost of emotional immaturity is too expensive. It's too expensive to pay. It's too expensive. Many homes are destroyed and shattered because of lack of emotional maturity. Many marriages break because of low emotional intelligence. Many relationships don't even go through. They don't go through the stage to marriage because of low emotional intelligence. Emotional immaturity has destroyed a lot of people, a lot of homes, a lot of relationships. Many relationships have not worked out just because people don't know the cost of emotional immaturity and why they had to see it as a major requirement for life advancement, for life development, for relationship building. And that's where I come in. Neither can you. What do you mean? Guys, I recommended someone super chats. It's not working. Check your stuff, man. Check. All right. Thank you for the hearts me. The first person to give me hearts me today, Princess Glad. Thank you. Thank you. The rest of you, send a heart me. That's how you know you're here. And let's activate the live stream for others to see. Thank you. Your dream Culture, thank you. Princess, thank you. Now let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm about to start. I'm waiting for people to come online so that everyone will benefit from it. I don't want to go back and start repeating myself. And that's why I'm waiting a little bit. For those of you on YouTube, you're blessed because everything is recorded and left on YouTube. But those of you on TikTok, I can't leave this on TikTok. It's too big, it's too much, it's too large. The video will be too large. It's going to be about 2 hours talk today, so it can't be on TikTok. It can only be on YouTube. So ensure that you share this live stream as we go. Good. This is a good number for me to start. Now, I want to talk to you about 4 stages. Now, before you guys came, some of you that just joined us, I was saying that before people become emotionally mature, they usually pass through 4 stages. Human beings usually pass through 4 stages to become emotionally mature. There is a roadmap from immaturity of your emotions to become mature. There is a roadmap. We are not left in the dark. We are helped. We have guidance on how to develop our emotions and how to journey, you see, how to transform our emotions. We are given the responsibility to do it. It is our emotions. No one will do it for us. So here I'm just to guide you through this. The truth is this. I said earlier that most adults, they grow up, they walk around with their grown body, but they are like children emotionally. We have people who love so deeply, but they fight like children. They just fight like children. They quarrel like children. They get angry like children. I mean, when children don't even have such a level of anger. They get angry as adults and they fight like children. They want connection, but the old wounds, the trauma is the one sabotaging the connection. Every time they are looking for love. They say, I'm looking for love. I'm looking for love. I'm looking for love. I'm looking for love. The love that they are looking for, their emotional wounds, the emotional trauma, the pains that they go through in the past, they have not taken care of it. They have not healed from it. Those pains, those wounds sabotage the relationship, the love they're looking for. And they keep looking for more. So we have people who desire peace, but they have emotional issues that whenever it's triggered, that thing controls them and there is no peace. Have you noticed somebody who says, I want peace, I'm looking for peace, but in their relationship is always war, argument, fight, quarrel, no peace, contentment. There's no contentment. Everything is fight, quarrel. There's high expectations. Why? It's because they have not understood their emotional triggers. Now we have people who just keep asking, why is this that I do these things I don't know until I've done it and then I'm regretting? They do certain things, they act certain way, then later regret. It's because they don't know how their emotion works. So I want to show you this roadmap that nobody have explained to you. In fact, the first people that have listened to me heard this are my VIP members. But many people have not heard this. Even for many people, they may even try to read it, but may not understand. I want to break it down for you. Today, 4 stages. Every human being passes. You have to pass through them on the journey from emotional immaturity to emotional maturity. I want you to take note. I want you to share this live stream because what I'm about to share with you will change your life. It will change your life. Where you currently are right now, you will know in your emotional state. Where you currently are, you will know. Because until you know your stage, you cannot grow. Now, many people watching me now, for those of you watching me today or even going to watch this video later on YouTube, there are many people in your place, in your shoes that are hurting, silently hurting. They keep reacting instead of responding. They feel misunderstood in their relationships. They struggle to manage anger. They struggle to manage anger. Disappointment, they struggle to manage disappointment. A lot of people struggle to manage emotional triggers. They shut down when they should communicate. They repeat the same relationship mistake again and again. They feel like children trapped inside adult body. They know something inside them needs healing. They know it, but they don't know where to start. So this life section will help you name it, understand it, and start healing. This session. So it's loaded. Now, 4 stages of emotional growth. 4 stages of emotional growth. Now, the title of what I'm sharing with you today is the roadmap from emotional immaturity to maturity. Stage number 1. Are you ready? Can I continue? Is everyone ready? Guys, tap on the screen. For those of you on TikTok, come on, tap on the screen. Let's go. Those of you on YouTube, share the live stream. Just share it. Share the live stream. Come on now, do me a favor. Share the live stream. Right now, I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. So let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's share the live stream. All right. And make the platform busy for us, okay? Comment. Come on now. Let's do this. I'm waiting for those who usually follow me every day to be here. Some of you are new here to me right now. You're new. Welcome. All right, stage number 1. Write it down. Emotional reactivity. The first stage that people pass through in their emotion is emotional reactivity. This is where most of us start from. This is the stage where we react immediately without thinking. When somebody offends us, when anything bad happens to us, or when somebody wants to treat us badly, or say something that we don't like, this is the emotion that reacts. We react immediately without thinking. Is the stage 1. We take things personally in this stage. You take things personally. In this stage, good morning, Mickey. You take things personally. It's called stage 1, reactive stage, emotional reactivity. You blame others for how they feel, for how you feel. You blame others for how you feel. You struggle to pause before even responding. You have already said a lot of things before you think about it. You see correction as an attack in this stage. You lash out, you withdraw during conflict. Either you shout, you quarrel, or you withdraw. You use silent treatment. You shout. You avoid your partner when things hurt you. You start avoiding them. Avoidance. You know, some people are very good with that. Whenever anybody offend them, they will just begin to avoid that person. This is called the reactivity stage. Emotional reactivity. And this is where a lot of us start from. Emotional reactivity. People in this stage constantly feel overwhelmed. Their emotions control them. They often regret their actions. They apologize repeatedly. They feel stuck in circle of conflict. Their relationship feel chaotic or draining. People in this stage, stage 1, emotional reactivity. You must know where you are. A lot of people are just here. In fact, many problems that people had in marriages, relationship, in their lives is boiled down to this. It is because they are in this stage and they have never moved away from this stage. They are just there. An emotionally reactive person does not choose their response. Their emotions choose for them. I'll say that again. An emotionally reactive person does not choose their response. It is their emotion that choose for them. It is their emotions that choose for them. If you explode or shut down easily, it is not because you are wicked. It is because you are emotionally overloaded. If you explode or shut down all the time, it happens to you all the time, and people think you are abnormal, or you are sick, or you are no, you are wicked. You are not wicked. You are just emotionally overloaded. Reactivity is the lowest stage of emotional function. Write that down. Reactivity is the lowest stage of emotional function. Reactivity is the lowest stage of emotional function. Reactivity is the lowest stage of emotional function. It feels powerful in the moment, but it destroys relationship connections. It destroys connections. Your reaction are not the problem. It is the lack of awareness behind them that is. Your reaction are not the problem. It is the lack of awareness behind them that is the problem. Your reaction are not the problem. It is the lack of awareness behind those reactions that is the problem. Emotional reactivity shows you the area of your heart that still need healing. When you react, those reactions that you project, those reactions that you release emotionally is a sign that your heart, there is a part in your heart that need healing. Is a sign that you need healing somewhere. You cannot be emotionally mature if everything gets to you. If you take everything personally, if you react to everything or most of the things that come to you. My goal of sharing this today is not to stop you feeling. It's not about we want to stop our feelings. So should we stop our feelings? No, it's not about stopping your feelings. The goal is to stop reacting blindly. You have to stop reacting blindly. Reactivity is the major problem that people have. Emotional reactivity stage is where a lot of people don't know how to move from. As long as you are taking things personally, you are in that stage. You are reacting. As long as you take action without thinking about it, you are reacting. You say things without thinking about it, you are reacting. You do things without thinking about it, you are reacting. As long as you blame other people for how you feel, you are reacting. You are reacting. And it's the first stage and the most dangerous stage. And this is the stage that destroys a lot of relationships. In fact, 90% of people that are in a relationship are in this stage and never walk away. They are just there. If you don't pause and think through what you're feeling before you respond, then you are reacting. If you take every correction as an attack, then you are in the reactivity stage. You are in the reactivity stage. If you take every statement from people as criticism, as someone trying to get to you, then you are in a reactivity stage. You are in a reactivity stage of a relationship, of your emotions. You are in the reactivity stage. You lash out. Every little thing, you spark. You lash out. You scream. You are loud. You are upset. Or you withdraw. You withdraw during conflict. You go to your hideout. You want to just be alone. You just want to live your life. You don't want to talk to anybody. You are reacting. You are in a reactive stage of your emotion. And that is a dangerous stage that most people stay in, that destroy their relationships. If you are having a problem right now in your marriage, in your relationship, I want you to know that either you or both of you in your marriage, you are in the reactive stage of your emotions. What about those in relationship? The same thing. If you're having to move from one relationship to another, and you are breaking up, making up, breaking up, making up, breaking up, making up from one relationship to another, you are in a reactive stage of your emotions. You are in a reactive stage. Your emotion is reactivity stage, and is a dangerous place. This is the place that destroys relationships. This is the place that many people lose out. You can be in a relationship for 4 years, 10 years, marriage for 20 years, 15 years, and you can still be in this stage, reactive stage, and nothing changed, nothing better. Just war to war, zone to zone. Very important. People use silent treatment. Silent treatment. Why? It's because that's the way their emotion function at that moment. Their emotional maturity is not actually maturity. It is emotional immaturity stage, reactivity stage. If you end up shouting at your young children, 4 years old, 3 years old, even 6 years old, you are shouting at them for nothing, or maybe because you got upset with what they did, you are reactive. You are in a reactivity stage. So, having explained all of this point to you helps you to understand what we're dealing with. It helps you to understand what we're dealing with. Your reaction is not the problem, like I said before. It is the lack of awareness behind them that is. And I mentioned to you before, I said emotional reactivity shows you the area of your heart that needs healing, that still need healing. The area of your mind, the area of your emotions that need healing. Reactivity, that emotional reactivity shows that that is where you need to heal. That thing need healing. Whatever triggers that needs healing. Very important. Very important to know that. Okay, let's move to stage number 2. Now, until you pass this first stage of reactivity, you can move to stage 2. Emotional stage number 2. Emotional development stage number 2 is emotional awareness. This is where growth begins. Let me get a bottle of water. Yeah, it's good to have water. I'm talking like this. Stage 3, stage 2, first. After you pass through stage 1, by knowing that you are reacting, you become aware. So stage 1, everybody is there. A lot of people are there. It takes intentionality, which is stage 2, which is emotional awareness, to be able to move away from stage 1. Now, to begin your journey out of stage 1, which is emotional reactivity, you have to engage in stage 2, which is emotional awareness. And this is where you begin to grow your emotions, mature your emotions, develop your emotions. What does this stage look like? Anybody in this stage have started noticing, number 1, their emotional triggers. Is a knowledge you must have. Having a knowledge of your emotional triggers. It's okay. I know what triggers me. I know why I am doing what I'm doing. That is emotional awareness. And also, they begin to notice their emotional patterns. You begin to notice your emotional patterns. It's an awareness. You start becoming understanding your emotional patterns. Why do you get angry all the time? Why do you shout all the time? These are emotional patterns. Why is it always all the time? Why do you use silent treatment all the time? These are emotional patterns. You start noticing. Is it because of this or that? And then you start tracing it to your, whether how you were raised or your previous relationship that led to it. You will see it as a pattern. In the second stage of emotional development, which is called emotional awareness, what people in this area, in this stage do, they begin to notice why certain words affect them. Certain words that they speak affect them. Certain words that they use affect people. They begin to understand the use of words, the power of words. It is called awareness. If you used to insult anybody, talk down on people, abuse people, if you used to, name calling, and dirty words comes from your mouth just to talk to people, you use dirty words, you are in stage 1, which is emotional reactivity. But once you start noticing that those things are wrong, it is called emotional awareness. You start noticing that those words you're using is affecting people, is affecting your relationship, is affecting others. You are now becoming emotionally aware. Many people never do this. They never get to this stage. In fact, many people just say, well, that's who I am. They want to claim the identity in stage 1. In stage 1 of emotional reactivity, they say, that's how I am. That's how I react. I'm just like that. It's me. You can't change me. It's the way I am. That's the way you met me. Just leave me like that. That's emotional reactivity stage. And a lot of people want to claim ownership in that stage. They want to say, this is who I am. And they don't move to the second stage of emotional awareness. They never sit down to reflect and think about what is going through their mind, what they are doing, why they are doing and acting that way. Why are people not appreciating their behavior or not accepting their behavior? People in who are growing, who wants to grow emotionally, exercise stage 2. Stage 2 is emotional awareness. Stage 2, you begin to sit down and think about what you're doing. Am I really shouting? Am I really angry? Am I really doing this? Why? Why? Then you start looking at it. Maybe it's your childhood wounds that is still influencing you. You start noticing. You start noticing where certain fears and defensiveness, those defensive behavior, you start noticing where they come from. You are paying attention to those things now. This is emotional awareness. It's a stage of emotional development that you must go through. That's the stage 2. And many people never come here. Many people never. They never come to this stage 2 in their emotions. Many people just stay in stage 1. They claim ownership in stage 1. Stage 1 is the emotional reactivity. For those of you coming in, is emotional reactivity where you just react to everything. You react as you feel. You react. You get offended, you get angry, and you react. You shout, you lash out, you quarrel, you go on silent treatment, you do everything as your emotion tells you. You just react to everything. That is the stage 1. Is reactivity, emotional reactivity. And it's dangerous. A lot of people stay there. A lot of people make their home in that place. They say, that's how I am. Oh, that's who I am. You know who I am now. You know who I am. Who are you? Emotional reactivity? Are you saying that you are emotionally reactive? That's who you are? So that's what people claim. Delight, you're welcome. That's what a lot of people claim. And they just stay there. And many people never know that it is their responsibility to become aware about their emotions, emotional issues. You are becoming aware. That's stage 2. That's where growth begins. You start studying yourself. Why am I acting like this? Understanding your triggers. Why am I reacting like this? Understanding whether there are patterns. Why am I behaving like this? Understanding whether this is a childhood issue. Defensiveness. Why am I so defensive? Now, this is the reason why I created the emotional development assessment. Now, emotional maturity or development assessment is a tool that I use for people who are willing to transform their emotions, who are willing to understand themselves emotionally. It's not for everybody. It's for those who are willing, those who are tired of suffering, tired of the pain and traumas and issues that they are going through in their lives. And that tool will help people know the stage where they are emotionally. It's a series of questions, assessments, and you'll be scored. You'll be graded to know where you are, and then recommendation will be given to you. It is so helpful. It's a helpful tool that helps you begin on the journey to recovery and development. Before you marry anybody, ensure that they go through emotional development assessments or emotional maturity assessments. Ensure that they go through it. And if you don't know who does it, well, you have one now. So I'm here. This is my profession. This is my field. This is my authority. I wrote books on it, emotional intelligence. So I have materials on these things. So you need to understand that you cannot just marry anybody. At where we are now in the new generation, we are this new age, this 2025 plus 2020, this new millennium, whatever you call it. This millennial stage, you can't just marry anybody. This is not old school anymore. This is not village system. So you have to do assessment. Check your, because you require emotional maturity to a level, a bare minimum. A bare minimum is a bare minimum is 3-star. In fact, if you are below 3-star, you are not suited to marry. So you need to be rated. If your emotional state is below 2-3-star, your emotional state, if we check your emotional maturity or to check your emotional development, the stage where you are, if it is below 3-star, you are rated below 3-star, you are not ready. In fact, 3-star alone is not even good enough. You still need some development to do. So you need to be rated. Those who are qualified to marry are from 4-star. In fact, let's say 3-star. Those who are qualified to marry from 3-star, you are beginning to being advised on what to do to get married. Then that's when you know that you are in that stage to have a healthy and successful relationship with your partner. And if you don't know where you are, there will be a problem. Don't undermine what I'm telling you. This is a very serious matter. So stage number 2 is emotional awareness. This stage is powerful because you start seeing yourself clearly for the first time. You start seeing yourself clearly for the first time. You start seeing yourself clearly for the first time. And a lot of people feel frustrated because they see their triggers, but they struggle to stop reacting. They begin to feel guilty or disappointed in themselves. They know better, but the problem is they have not mastered doing things better. So they have not mastered the fact that they have to do better. So awareness is painful. And that's why a lot of people don't go through it. They don't want to be aware of their problem. I don't want to know, they say. I'm okay as I am. But you are having a problem. Your relationship are not working. You're moving from relationship to relationship. Your marriage is about to break. Your children they are disoriented. The family is disoriented. You got to fix this. You can't let it to chance. Don't say, no, I don't need this. I don't want to know about my emotional state. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. This is the problem you need to fix before you jump into anything else. Listen to me. To be aware about your emotional problem is very painful. Very, very painful. I talk to people most of the time when I'm discussing with them, trying to reveal to them their emotional state and how it is affecting their relationship. They don't really like it. They feel like, no, so you are blaming me now. But it starts with you. It starts with you. So, but you're here to blame someone else. You don't want to be blamed. You don't want to take the blame. You want it to go to someone else. Can't you see that is low emotional intelligence already at work? Where you blame other people you blame them because of how you feel. You blame them for your reaction. You blame them for how you react, how you do things, and you blame them for your situation. It's already clear that you are in stage 1 of emotional development. You are in stage 1. You have not moved. You are in the emotional reactivity stage. You need to move. So my job when people come to me is to help them see emotional awareness, is to create an awareness of their emotional state. And the assessment helps you to do that too. The assessment is a tool that helps you to do that. Knowing the stage where you are, knowing you want to be exposed, you want to expose all the emotional problems that you have, you want to see them. It will be painful. You may not like it, but it will help you to grow. It is a stage where you realize that you are the common denominator in your partner, in your pattern, the common denominator in your patterns. It is a stage where you realize it. Awareness does not fix you. Just because you are aware doesn't mean you'll be fixed. Awareness opens the door to transformation. It opens the door to transformation. This is the beginning of emotional intelligence. It starts from stage 2. Emotional awareness. This is the beginning of emotional intelligence. Naming what is happening inside you. Naming what is happening inside you. Naming it. Self-awareness is the bridge between reactivity and maturity. Write that down. Self-awareness is the bridge between reactivity and maturity. You cannot heal what you cannot see. You cannot heal from what you do not know. Awareness gives you the choice whether to react or not, whether to pause, whether to reflect, whether to respond differently. Awareness gives you the choice. So awareness is no weakness. It is strength. And that's the beginning of change. That is the beginning of the transformational journey. Awareness. And to get that done, you need an assessment. You need to be assessed. You need someone to assess you emotionally. Yes, we all need emotional assessment. A lot of people don't know. Emotional maturity assessment, you must go through it. In fact, these days, I recommend it. It should be done before marriage, if you're not married. Go on. Don't just marry anybody. If you are in a dating relationship, some of you are about to marry this December. You're about to marry this December. I wish you have done this thing. I'm hoping that you will summon courage and receive wisdom to do this before you go and marry anybody. Especially men. Don't go and marry anyhow. Just go, okay, I'm marrying. You need to check your emotional status. You need to check your emotional status. Where you at in your emotional level. Your emotional status must be checked. Don't just marry. Don't just get into a relationship for fun. You need your emotion strong and alive and healthy. A lot of people who are healthy emotionally, they get into a relationship and they come out emotionally broken. They went in healthy. They came out unhealthy. Terrible experience. You hear them say, I was never like this before. I was never like this. I was so calm. I was doing this. But, life changed. Things has happened to me. It's not my fault. It's your fault. You can't say it's not your fault. Whatever happened to you for a reason. But your response to them is your choice. But you didn't know how to respond well. So negative association corrupt good manners. Negative, evil company corrupt good manners. So if you have healthy relationship, healthy emotions, and you are in a relationship with somebody who is not emotionally healthy, at the end of the day, the longer you stay there, the more your emotions become unhealthy by the person who has unhealthy emotions. Many people have come out of relationship emotionally broken, but they went in emotionally in one piece. They went into the relationship healthy. Many, not all. A lot of people just recycle the thing. They are just moving from one relationship to another relationship with that emotional damage. They are just going from one place to another with that emotional damage. They just move from one place to another. One relation, they have not healed. They are just damaging other people as well. Because you were once nice. You were once emotionally healthy. Then you went to go and marry, or you got involved in a relationship with someone that was emotionally damaged. And you thought you had pity on them. You had empathy on them. You thought you could help. You could support them. You could heal them. You could do something. And you became like them. They damaged you. You left that relationship damaged. And now you're going about being damaging others without even knowing. You see now? Now you are going about damaging others without knowing. Because you have not healed. You don't even know your emotional state. You need to assess, where am I in my emotion? Am I healthy, or do I need help? You got to know. Assessment. It is in that stage called self-awareness. That's where you carry out assessment to know where you are, so that you can know how to begin to move to the next stage. So the beginning of transformation of your emotional state, emotions, is in the stage 2, which is awareness, emotional awareness. And many people, like I said, never come to this place. Many people never come here. They never do. They never do. Why? Many people are afraid to hear what they are suffering. Many people are afraid to know that they are the problem. Many people cannot embrace the fact that they are the problem. They don't want to fix it. So they rather blame other people than to blame themselves. They will rather ask other people to be accountable for them than for them to be accountable for themselves. You get it? It's a terrible thing. And that's why we're changing the whole narratives. We're going to change the narratives. Thank you, Eagle Fly High, for your roses and Hartman. Thank you. Listen, are you getting it now? So until you move away from stage 1 into stage 2, which is beginning to develop awareness, you are not beginning to notice your emotions, how they work, you will never change. Your life will never make good meaning in any relationship. You just struggle. And that's why you see a lot of people think that staying alone, living alone is better. No, you see, the truth is, they think other people are their problem. So they say, I like my life alone. I live my life alone. I don't have any problem. I just live my life. I don't want anybody. I am single as I am, and I'm happy. You see, what they are not aware of is that they think other people are the problem in their lives. So they always meet the wrong people. They say the wrong people always want to take from me. People want to always hurt me. But the problem is, you are not paying attention to your emotions. That your emotions could be the problem that is attracting these people. So you're just concluding that, oh, I just want to still live my life, and I want to live single. I don't care because I've suffered enough. I've suffered enough. and the relationship doesn't work for me, and you conclude on that, it shows that you still lack self-awareness. You lack emotional self-awareness. So you need awareness. You need to know your emotional state. If you came out from a broken relationship, you need to assess your emotions to know where you are, so that you know what to heal, you know what to deal with. If you haven't done so, you cannot move. See, it's like just going about bleeding on everyone else. The wounds will just go everywhere, bleeding on everyone else. And that's what people have been doing in their lives. From one relationship to another, from one marriage to another, they just go ahead and bleed. And many people now, like I said, they are afraid to even try the second time because they have failed once and they are not sure what to fix. They don't know what to fix. They don't know where to start from. But I'm here for you. And that's why you don't need to be confused anymore. The first thing you need to do is to go through assessment, emotional assessment with me. You want to go through that emotional assessment. You have to assess your emotion. I will ask you a series of questions. And I'll be taking the answer down. I'll score you because there are expected answers. Okay? Just like an examiner will set an exam, he knows what to expect. So your answers, it doesn't fall in line with what is expected, then you may not get through. So if your answer falls in line with what is expected, you'll be graded. So the minimum grade or star level is 3. Star 3. We only require 3 levels of stars. Star 3, star 4, star 5. And if you're in star 4 and star 5, my goodness, you're blessed. You see, but those are anything below star 3, even whether it's 2.5 star, whether it's 2 star or 1 star, then we know that there are recommendations for you. There are things you must do. And obviously, you cannot get married when you are below that level. If you're below star 3, you should not be marrying. But how would you know? Many people have married, they don't even know. They are in a relationship right now trying to make it work. They don't even know where they are. The stage, the rating of their emotions, they don't know. They can't tell whether I'm star 3, I'm star 4, I'm star 5 emotionally. They can't tell. They can't tell. If you can't name your emotions, then you are in trouble. In fact, you are in trouble. You're in trouble to yourself. It's true. You need to be able to name your emotions and know this is where I walk, this is my strength, this is my weakness. Now, stage 3. Stage 3. This is the real deal. This is where transformation becomes visible. This is where transformation becomes obvious. It's called emotional self-control. Now you are aware. Now you need to control these emotions. You take charge of your emotions now. This is where the mastering is needed. This is where you need to repeat things. Now, those in this stage who are now engaging in their emotional mastering, they are managing their emotion. It's called emotional self-control. You are now be able to control your emotion. How do you do it? You are now beginning to learn to pause, how to pause before reacting. You are now beginning to learn how to regulate your emotions. You are learning it now. Emotional self-control. You're learning how to regulate your anger, regulate your disappointment, how you feel when somebody insults you. You're learning how to now. Instead of you getting loud and reacting anyhow, you're learning how to regulate your emotions. You're learning how to express them. Express your emotion in a healthy way and clearly, instead of before in a harmful way. You are now learning how to express your emotion in a healthy way and in a clear way. This is when you start walking. This is where you start doing changes, transformation of your emotions. Because you are aware now that this thing results to this and that. So you're beginning to learn how to sit down, even though you feel discomfort, without exploding. You sit down and talk, even when you feel that you are not comfortable with what the person is saying to you. You learn to regulate your feelings and just stay and listen without exploding, without taking things personally. You get it? You are not learning to regulate. The things that you used to take personally, you'll say, I know that's not for me. I don't mind. I'm out of that. No. In your mind, you're regulating. I'm not gonna shout. I'm not gonna shout. No, that doesn't warrant me shouting. I'm better than that. I'm better than that. You see, you're regulating your emotions. You already know what will trigger you, so you will not let them trigger you. You will not let them. You will not give them vent. You are regulating internally. You're learning how to respond instead of reacting. You're responding positively, healthily, instead of just reacting. Da 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 da. No, you're learning. This is called emotional self-control. It's a stage you must come in. You're beginning to learn. It's a learning stage. This is the transformational stage. You get it now? You're learning to transform your emotions. You're learning to respond instead of reacting. You are learning to deal with conflict. In this stage, you are learning to use your emotions to deal with conflicts without running away, without feeling attacked, or without attacking your partner, without going on silent treatment. You are now, instead of going on silent treatment or withdrawing and avoiding conflict, you are there dealing with it. You want to solve the conflict. You are now solution oriented. You are resolving it. You are no longer hiding. Your emotions now cannot handle things. Hard conversations. You are beginning to learn to listen and talk about things that make sense. You are now, solution oriented in the home. You see, instead of avoiding conflicts, you have discussions that dissipate conflict, that reduces it, that causes it to disappear. You're having more effective communication now. You are beginning to learn how to speak well, how to use words to address situations, how to use words that are gracious and wise to talk to people. Emotional regulation. When you normally will say dirty words, you no longer use them. You are now saying nice and wise thoughts. You go through them first. You think about it before you say it, and then you say, wow, you're changing. Normally people come around and say, wow, you are now a different person though. What's going on with you? It's like you changed. You change. You change. You change. And this is on you. You're getting better. You're beginning to learn how to observe other people's feelings, your partner's feelings, instead of being controlled by them. You're beginning to also observe by observing your own feelings instead of being controlled by them. Transformation. Transformation. This is the stage where people around you begin to notice the change. Oh, you have changed. You're different now. So instead of looking for someone to change, waiting for your partner to change for you, you have become the change. You have become the change that they want to see. You have become the change that they want to see. This is so important. This is so important. People feel tired because self-control requires energy. Self-control requires effort. Self-control requires discipline. Self-control requires growth, discipline. And growth feels slow sometimes. These things may not just happen automatically. It feels slow. It feels like you are constantly fighting old habits. And sometimes you feel like giving up. I get it. Yes. But this is what you must do for that change to take place. If you run away from it, you will meet it in the future. Anything you refuse to solve, you will still meet it in the future. Until you solve it, you will never move to the next stage. The real victory is not winning the argument. It is winning over yourself. You want to win over yourself. Self-control is not suppressing emotions. No, self-control is directing your emotions. So when you come to that stage, you are not directing your emotions. It's called stage 3. You are not directing how your emotions should respond. You are not a master, a manager of your emotion. You don't need to respond to every emotions that visit your mind. You don't need to. You don't have to. When you learn emotional discipline, you break generational curses. A lot of people don't know that generational curses can be broken emotionally. It's not true. You can pray, but until your emotions, your mind, you see, your emotions, your mind, this place, your seat of emotion is your soul, your intelligence. Until this one disconnects and break it. Spiritually, many people are free from generational curse, but they are still, but mentally, many people are still there. So that one has nothing to do with God. Your mental, listen, your soul is your responsibility. Your soulish development, let me put it that way. Your soulish development, your mind's development is your responsibility, not God's. Everything that has to do with your spirit is solved. God have answered your prayer in your spirit. You are free from generational curse spiritually. Nothing affects you spiritually, but mentally, that is on you. And that's where I come in, mentally, to help you see that mentally, the reason you are still retaining it in your emotions and your mind is because you have not understand the power of emotional development. You see, some of us are intellectual. That means we have EQ, IQ, intelligent quotient. We learn a lot, we read a lot, but our emotions, we have not added emotional quotient to the equation to strike a balance. What you need is to add the emotional quotient. And many people have not been taught to master their emotions, to understand and study their emotions. They read other books, they study, they go to school, they are lawyers, they are doctors, they are professionals in different fields, but they are emotionally disabled, emotionally failing. Emotionally, they are flaws. Emotionally, they are nowhere. They are broken. Any heartbreak, they will melt. Any offense, they will lash out. You get it? So spiritually, you're free from generational circles. You're broken free, but mentally, you have to do it. A lot of people are still there. Just like, look at it this way. Imagine people who have been in a toxic relationship and then they leave that toxic relationship. They are no longer there physically, but mentally, the trauma is still there. Emotionally, they still go back in their emotions. Those pain, there is still a remembrance, a trigger, fear that came from that abuse or that toxic relationship. but they are no longer physically there. But in their, wherever they are on their own, they are still struggling emotionally with that. Yes. The same thing spiritually. When it comes to spiritual location, you are being separated from the domain of darkness. You are no longer there. You are broken out. You have, the causes have been removed. The generational issues and problems have been separated from you. But spiritually, emotionally, you need to do that now. So he told you to renew your mind. Change your mind. Let your mind go through transformation. Listen, as your mind go through transformation, your emotion must also go through transformation. And both of them are your responsibility, not God. We should stop blaming it on God. Your emotional transformation, your mental transformation is on you, is your responsibility. In fact, he told us, he said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Mental transformation, revelation transformation, knowledge transformation, and then emotional transformation. So we can see that God is not telling you that he's going to change your mind for you. God is not telling you that he's going to change your emotion for you. So when you got born again, it was not your mind or your emotions that got born again. It was your spirit man. You need to know the difference. You should understand the tripartite being. If you have not studied the tripartite being, go and study about tripartite being. Human beings are of 3 dimensions, created in 3 layers of dimension. The spirit, the soul, and the body. You function in 3 dimensions as a person. The spirit man, the soulish man, and the body. And the Bible is clear about that. Your spirit man is the one that God influences. Is the one that Christ came to save. Because that's the whole essence of your being in the first place. But in this earth, as long as you live in this earth, if you want to be successful, if you want to be happy, if you want to be healthy, the 3 of them must come together. Your mind must be renewed. That's number 1. Your emotions must be transformed. You have to be able to master your feelings, control them, to be happy in this earth. Because that's what you need to survive in this earth. This earth that both of you, any relationship is going to survive. It's going to be from there. So this is the idea. This is the idea. So self-control, like I said before, this is stage 3, emotional self-control. Self-control makes you safe. It makes you safe for a relationship. Until you master self-control, you are not safe. You are not safe. You can't get into a relationship healthily. Consistency is more important than perfection. Did you notice that some people say, I'm changing, I'm going to change, but they are not consistent? Why is it that trust is very difficult to rebuild if it is broken? Why do people struggle to rebuild trust if it is broken? It's because they are not consistent. They don't have self-control. They are not emotionally mature. They have not mastered their emotions. You see, that's the problem. You want your wife to trust you, but you are hiding your phone. You want your wife to trust you, but you are still keeping those. You can't stop just disconnecting from those text messages. You can't be honest. You can't stay consistent. You did for 1 week. After 1 week, you went back. You still hiding your phone. You know, some of you just, I'm using this as an example. Just an example. You go and put a lock on your phone. And your wife say, let me see your phone. You say no. And then eventually there are things you're hiding. So she no longer trusts you. You think you're seeing someone else because you're hiding things. And eventually something happened. And then it confirmed that it is true. And then you now say, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It was just this and that. And you give excuse. And then oh, please just forgive me. I won't do it again. You can trust me. And then you're talking about trust. She's okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can trust you again. Then you not discuss what needs to be done. It's okay. Remove the lock on your phone. And then don't hide your phone anymore. Just if you are honest, you should not be hiding anything. Say, yes, I won't do that. Yes, I will just leave my phone. I won't hide my phone, blah, blah, blah. You say that and you do that for the first 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks, you remove the lock on the phone. You put your phone anywhere everyone can see it. Then after 2 weeks, maybe one or 10 argument happen at home. And then you go back and lock your phone. And then you go back and do this. So now, how do you expect your partner to trust you? That trust is terminated. The process of building that trust, you've terminated it because your emotions could not be mastered. You could not control your emotion to maintain that consistency of what will build that trust until it is finally built and regained. So consistency is more important than perfection. Some of you want your partner to trust you, but you are not giving them the room to do it because your emotions are not being controlled. You are still repeating things that will make them question your actions, question you, question your honesty, question your integrity. Because your emotions have not been controlled. You don't know how to control your emotion so that you can build consistency in things that are important to your life. So mastering your emotion gives you the power without aggression. Your emotional response is what shapes the emotional climate of your relationship. So once you be able to master this, which is called emotional self-control, stage 3. Many of you are just coming in newly. We've talked about 3 stages already of emotional development. The roadmap from emotional immaturity to maturity. That's what we're talking about. And there are 4 stages. We are now going to stage 4. We just talked about 3 stages already. Stage 1 is emotional reactivity. That is where you react to everything. Whatever your emotion tells you to do, you do. How you feel, you react. You get angry, shout, you beat, you cry, you do everything. You scream, you report, you complain, you insult, also as your emotion feels, you just react. That's emotional reactivity stage. Everyone started there. We all were born to start there. That's the starting point. And like I told you before, no one was born with emotional maturity in him. No. So you grow into it. You have to develop it. So the stage where you start from is this reactive stage. It's called emotional reactivity. Until you move away from there, you will never have a healthy relationship. You will never have a good communication. You will struggle with everything that has to do with relationship until you move away from there. And how do you move? It's stage 2, which is called emotional awareness. You have to now become a student of your emotion. Start learning how your emotion works. And that's the reason we wrote the book, Emotional Intelligence, for everyday relationship. That book was written for this purpose, to help you get an awareness of your emotion. Become aware of how your emotion function. That's the reason for this book, is to create an awareness. And in creating an awareness, we brought to your mind the stage 1, some of the triggers and emotional reaction that you're having, to help you see it. So you are now beginning to learn. And in that stage of emotional awareness, which is stage 2, you need to be assessed. That is where you need help to get assessed. You need to know where you are emotionally. You need to know your emotional rating, your emotional maturity rating. Emotional maturity assessment is a tool that you use to get emotional rating. You need to know where you rate. Are you 3 star? Are you 1 star? Are you 2 star? Are you 2.5 star? Are you 4 star? Are you 5 star? You need to know that your emotional maturity is 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. You got to know it before you marry. Anything below 3 star, don't do it. You cannot marry and have a successful, healthy relationship with anybody that is below 3 star emotionally. Emotional maturity rating that is below 3 star is not healthy for marriage. And many people in stage 1 are below 3 star. Many people in stage 1. Stage 1 is what? Reactivity, emotional reactivity. And many people in stage 1 are below that. They are below many people. You say, how would you know? Do a test and see. So, very important. Now, from that emotional awareness, you have to move to emotional regulation. So now you are aware, you have to control. It's called emotional self-control. You have to now learn to control yourself. And this is what even the Bible asks you to do. Self-control. You have the ability to do it, but you must engage in it. It's not done for you. It is done through you and with you. You are the one that does it. You have to carry it out. You have to now know the things to control. Now you know how your emotion works under the awareness stage. Then the next stage is when you need to start controlling these things. I will not allow this thing to destroy my life. I will stop this. I will stop that. I will stop that. You are controlling your emotions now. I will stop shouting. I will stop nagging. Silent treatment is not healthy. This is not nice. What are you doing? You're controlling your emotions. So anything that will make you go on silent treatment with someone, you stop. You are not looking at, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to have a conversation. I'm just going to resolve this. Silent treatment is stopped. No more silent treatment. Why? Emotional regulation. Self-regulation. You are beginning to regulate your emotions. Now, once you master that, which is the main work, which I just finished explaining, stage 3, once you master that, you're becoming mature. So stage 4 is what we call emotional maturity. This is the highest level. This is the gold mine. This is your goal. This is where you're going. Emotional maturity. And people in this stage, what does it look like? How do you know that you are mature emotionally? You communicate clearly and calmly. You listen to understand, not defend. You set healthy boundaries. You take responsibility for your actions. You manage conflict with respect, not disrespect. You manage conflict with respect. You apologize sincerely. You make decisions based on values, not impulses. People in this stage are safe. They are stable. They are emotionally grounded. They don't need other people's emotion to survive. They are not emotionally dependent on others. People in this stage 4, they do not allow triggers to control their behavior. They do not. People in this stage 4 understand that their emotions, they understand their emotions, and also they understand that other people's emotions are important. So they operate on the law of empathy. The law of empathy. Emotional maturity is the ability to stay connected to yourself, to God, and to others. Under pressure, even though you are under pressure, you will still have to, that ability. Do you know some people who just renounce God because they get through problem? Have you seen some people? They say, I'll never serve this God again. In fact, forget, I don't know God. Because they have gone through tough time, they disconnect. It's a sign of emotional immaturity. So, disconnection on relationship is a sign of emotional immaturity. You finding it difficult to connect with your partner, connect with your children, connect with your parents, even in tough time, under pressure, or after difficulty, is a sign of emotional immaturity. So how do you know that you have become emotionally mature? It is when you have the ability to stay connected to yourself first, to yourself. Because a lot of people have disconnected from themselves. They don't even know themselves anymore. They can't put themselves together. They have trouble putting themselves together. They disconnect. And then they disconnect from God. So your ability to connect yourself to God and to others, even under pressure, that is when you know that you're emotionally mature. And this is the highest level of emotional development. This is the goal. This is where you are going. And there are things to tell us that you are there. The way you communicate calmly and clearly. You listen without interrupting. You listen not to defend. You listen to understand. You set healthy boundaries. Even before you start any relationship, you have set healthy boundaries for yourself and for the relationship you're getting into. That's maturity at work. You take responsibility for your actions instead of blaming other people for how you feel and blaming them for what is going on with your life. Blaming them for not having a successful relationship. You're blaming other people that you failed in your relationship. That's not maturity. You are mature when you take responsibility for what happened and begin to fix those things. And say, I think I'm responsible for what is happening to me. I need to fix them. I need to get help. That is maturity at work. You are able to manage conflict, hard conversations, manage quarrel, be able to handle conflict with respect. That is it, and many more. So if you are not doing those things now, just know that if what I've just mentioned is not the kind of the character or behavior or emotional responses that you expresses, then it shows that you have a mature. Say, I can teach you these things because I've gone through the stages. How is it that I'm explaining these things to you? It's because I know them. Many people don't even know. There are many people who talk about relationship, marriages. They don't even understand this. They haven't gone through this stage. Many of them are still struggling with this level. Whether you're Christian or non-Christian, whether you have accepted Jesus Christ as Lord or not, you will go through this stage. It's a human thing. It's a human effort. Human thing. You have to do it. But it's easier for you if you're a Christian. It's easier for you. If you're a believer, it's easier. If you believe in God, God helping you, you connect with God. That's what I mean by Christian. You are connected to God. If you're connected to God, it's easy. Very easy. And Jesus said, no man coming unto the Father except by me. So that's why I use that. So if you're connected to God through Jesus, then it's easy for you to adjust. It's easy for you to accept the process and learn and grow. Emotional maturity is very important. Emotionally mature people still feel pain. It's not that they don't feel pain. We still feel pain. We still feel that we are hurt. But we don't allow those things to break us. Those things doesn't break our relationships. We feel the hurt. We feel the disappointment. It's not that we don't feel it. We feel it. We get disappointed, yes. We get hurt, yes. But our relationship stays. We make up, we fix it, we move on. We don't allow those things to break us. We experience emotional pressure as emotional mature people, but we stay grounded. We stay grounded. We aren't going anywhere. We defeat it. We experience conflict. It's not that we don't experience. Listen, just because you are emotionally mature doesn't mean you will not experience conflict. But we handle it, we manage the conflict so that it doesn't destroy our peace. We still maintain our peace after the conflict. Our peace remains intact, unperturbed. You get it? Peace unshaken. Even in the midst of conflict, we are at peace. We maintain peace. So we experience it. It's not that we don't. But we know what to do now. We are not the master of our emotions. The pain here is learning. Learning to accept what you cannot control. People's reaction, you can't control it. People's choices, you can't control it. People's behavior, you cannot control it. Learn to accept what you cannot control. Stay within the vortex of what you can control. Your emotion. You can control your reaction. You can control your choices. You can control your behavior. But when it comes to other people, stop trying to control their reaction. Stop trying to control their choices. Stop trying to control their behavior. Does that make sense? You get that? That's when you know you have come to a place of maturity emotionally. Emotional maturity is not perfection. It's not a perfect marriage, a perfect husband. It's not a perfect wife. It's not a perfect guy. It's not a perfect lady. Just because you are emotionally mature doesn't make you perfect. It's not perfection. It is responsibility defined. Emotional maturity is responsibility. When you become emotionally mature, you stop reacting to everything. You start responding with wisdom. When you become emotionally mature, you stop reacting to everything. You start responding to things around you with wisdom. Maturity is when your emotion serves you. That's maturity. Your emotion become your servants. Your emotion serves you. It serves you, not sabotage you. A lot of people, their emotions have destroyed them, but not you. That's when you know you're mature emotionally. And that is on you. That is on you. The goal is to stop having emotions. No, it's not. So, well, I want to stop having my emotions. That's not what I'm thinking of doing. No, it is not to stop having your emotions. It is not to stop feeling your emotions. You are created to feel. You are created to be emotional. So stop trying to suppress it and get rid of it. Some people are going through some training now, some physical training stuff just to become emotionless. They just want to be less in emotions. They don't want to feel anything. I don't want to be feeling anything. Why are you destroying yourself? Are you saying that God does not make you well? When he created you, you were perfectly made. He made you to be emotional, to have feelings. You say, how did you know? It's not true. It is because Adam sinned. That's why things emotion. No. Listen to this. Listen and listen hard. When he saw the woman pass by him, what did he say? He exclaimed, shouted, screamed, "Yay! Woman, look at her, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh." That's emotion, excitement. Joy. That's emotion. He exclaimed and shouted, my goodness, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. That's joy. That's excitement. That's emotion. So before the fall, man already expressed emotions. Your goal is to master the emotion. Is to master them. Not to stop having them. Not to stop feeling them. Is to know how to control them. But guess what? This stage 4, it doesn't end. This stage 4, which is emotional maturity, which is mastering your emotion, is the stage that you have to be on. Once you get here, you don't graduate from it. There is no destination. This one, the journey just continues. Emotional maturity is a lifelong journey. You don't stop. Once you get to stage 4, this stage 4, you just continue. There's no stopping. You just keep growing, keep maturing. In fact, the maturity level of this stage 4 is limitless. There's no limit to it. You can get extremely matured. It doesn't matter. But you can just keep, there's still more room to maturity. So, but once you get to this stage, you start having healthy relationship, better friendship, better conversations, happy home, peace. Your life will just be amazing. Your life will be amazing. And the more you mature, the better. The more you enjoy your life. The more you enjoy your life on earth, the more peace you enjoy on earth. Let me tell you this. Every relationship become healthier when one person become mature. It's not just, I'm telling you, every relationship becomes healthier when one person becomes mature. So be on that journey. You be the one person that is becoming mature. The more emotionally mature you are, the more emotionally mature you become. Let me use that word. The more emotionally mature you become, the more peace enters your life. Let that soak. Thank you for the treasure boss. Thank you, Ruby. Thank you for the treasure boss. Guys, take advantage of the treasure boss. Somebody just drop a treasure boss in. Her name is Ruby. You see it up there. All right. And also appreciate her by following her. So thank you for the treasure boss, Ruby. In 2 minutes, the treasure boss will open up so you can take advantage of it. Thank you. And also follow the one who gave that treasure for you. Just follow the person. Thank you. All right. Treasure box contain coins. All right. You have things in there, about 20 coins. So you can take advantage of those coins and give roses. Okay. Rose is for 1 coin. So that's about 20 roses that you can give. All right. So I said every relationship become healthier when one person become mature. The more emotionally mature you become, the more peace enters your heart, your life. The more peace because it becomes easy to live a life that God wants you to live. The more emotionally mature you become, the more you understand the mission of peace. The more you understand the power of love. The more emotionally mature you become, the more you understand patience. The more emotionally mature you become, the more you understand faithfulness, to be faithful. So emotional maturity is the key to unlock all of the gifts and the fruit of the Spirit in your life as a Christian. In fact, the fruit of the Spirit cannot work effectively if you are emotionally immature. Will not work. You activate them through emotional maturity. The peace that has been given to you until you are emotionally mature, it will not enter your life. It will not work. Why? Because emotional immaturity is chaotic. Is problem going somewhere to happen? Everywhere there is emotional immaturity, is chaos, issues, problem. So no peace. Peace tried to come in, but it doesn't work because the person is not ready to receive peace. He's not ready to accept the spirit of peace. So his emotional state need to be changed because you need to accept it through your emotions. Peace is embraced into your spirit through your emotions. Your mind and your emotion is the doorway to your human spirit. God can only access your human spirit through your mind and your emotions. An emotionless prayer has no answer. It will not get any result. Let me say that again. An emotionless prayer have no result. So your emotions is needed to even get answers to prayer. To connect God, to speak to God, you have to be emotional. You can't come there like a stone cold Steve Austin. You want to stay there stone cold and talking to God with pride. No. They say humble yourself. That's emotional maturity. They that are called by my name, if my people who are called by my name, we humble themselves and pray. Humility is the anchor of emotional maturity. We humble themselves and pray. That's humility. So to even get access to God, you need humility. Thank you for your gift. Last hour. Thank you. Last hour. I like that name. Say last hour. You see. Thank you. I hope you guys have collected, open a treasure box. These guys didn't open a treasure box. You want me to open it? You want me to? These guys, I want to take the treasure box. So. Two coin collected. Only 2 coin. All right, let me put my treasure box there too. I have there's another treasure box up there. You can take the coins there. Another one there. So there's a lot of treasure box for you guys to take on. All right. So, maturity, emotional maturity, you become more. That's what it is. So, mature people don't just love, they love responsibly. Mature people don't just love, they love responsibly. They love responsibly. So here's the transition here. So how do you move? I've been sharing this for over close to 2 hours now. So the roadmap from emotional immaturity to maturity, how do you move? The first stage, some of you are stuck in stage 1, reacting. Everything that happens to you, you react. You react to what they say, you react to how they behave, you react to their silence, you react to their statement, you react to their everything. You react to the behavior of people, you react to their um, to their choices, you react to, you just react to everything that you can't control. You react to other people's feelings. You react to what they say. You are just reacting, stage one. And in that reacting, you quarrel, you shout, you blame, you do all sorts of things, you insult, you disrespect, you go on silent treatment. All of these things are reaction. You are reacting. It's called emotional reactivity. That's stage one. And a lot of people are there. I'm telling you. How would you know? Carry out an assessment, you know. Just make up your mind to assess yourself. Assess your state, your stage, emotional state. You will be shocked. Stage your emotions. You will be shocked. There are people who are in stage 2. They are becoming aware. That's good, but it's not enough. You need to move to stage 3 to start learning how to control what you are aware of. Just because you are aware that you shout doesn't mean that you have stopped shouting. Just because you are aware that you keep silent treatment doesn't mean that you have stopped doing it. Just because you are aware that you you cry a lot, you apologize a lot, or you don't take responsibility for your action doesn't mean that you have become better. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you. So in reality, awareness does not mean that you are now in charge. No, you are just becoming aware. So it doesn't mean that you've stopped. Stage 3, some of you are there now. You're controlling the things that happen to you. You're controlling your responses to things. That is great. That is great. But your goal is to move to practicing maturity. And very few people are there. Very few. There's no shame in your stage. You don't need to be ashamed. The only shame is refusing to grow. So if you refuse to grow, then be shameful. Growth is not automatic. You have to decide. Okay? You have to decide. So grow if you find yourself in any of these stages. I was sharing this and more with my VIP yesterday. For those of you in the VIP, go and watch the video. It was well explained and detailed. And I was sharing this with them. One of the students said, this is exactly the stage I am. I'm in stage this, I'm in stage that. I said, wow, exactly. Because you see, until that knowledge was given, she couldn't tell the stage that she was. Now she knows. And that's very important. So she knows where to start from. Where do I start moving from? How do I improve myself? So, the key lessons that you must take away with you today is this. Emotional growth is intentional. It doesn't happen by age. You don't become emotionally mature just because you are getting older. No. Emotional growth, emotional maturity does not go by age. It doesn't happen by age. It happens by awareness. Awareness is the key that leads to. It happens by healing. It happens by discipline. Emotional growth happens by awareness, healing, and discipline, not by age. Number 2, lessons. You cannot change what you deny. You cannot change what you deny. Honesty with yourself is the beginning of maturity. Until you are honest with yourself, you will remain one place. That change will not happen. So you cannot change what you deny. Another lesson number 3. Your relationship will never rise above your emotional maturity. Your relationship will never rise above your emotional maturity. Take note of that. Your relationship will never rise above your emotional maturity. Love is not enough. Intelligence must accompany love. Emotional intelligence must accompany love for it to fulfill its mission. Emotional intelligence. Go and study Christ now. Study Christ. Everything he did was so full of emotional intelligence and love. So that's why he fulfilled his mission. He had compassion on the people. He was moved with compassion. He loved them. I mean, look at the choices he was making. He went about doing good. He went about doing good. Emotional intelligence with love is what makes you accomplish your goal, your fulfillment, your peace and joy. And so love is not enough. Love is not enough. Love is not enough. So lesson number 4. Lesson number 4. Healing is not one-time event. It is a daily practice. Healing is not one-time event. It is a daily practice. Healing is not one-time event. It is a daily practice. Every day you choose emotional maturity. Every day you must choose emotional maturity. Every day you break generational traumas. Every day when you choose to mature, every day emotionally you break generational cycles. Patterns are broken when you choose to mature every day emotionally. Emotional maturity is a choice you must take. You got your book today. Well done. Congratulations. For those of you who want to get your book, Emotional Intelligence for Everyday Relationship, this is the moment. Get your copy. Get your copy. It's in the basket right there. It's in the basket right here, right now. In fact, do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Maybe I should do some sales. Let's do some sales for you guys. While I'm just about to round this section up, let's do some sales for you. Emotional intelligence. I would have loved to do some box sales, but let me just do on this book first. Emotional intelligence. I'm going to do some sales. Now, remember, it is actually shipping free. So it's shipping free right now. So shipping is free. It's free shipping. So you are not paying for any shipping right now. And now again, I'm reducing the price for those of you on this live stream to get your copy quickly in the next 20 minutes. In the next 20 minutes. So get your copy. Again, it's free shipping. And also I have reduced the price just for you. Those on Amazon, I don't want to mention the name. On other platform, the book is £19. I'll be £20 for the book, and it's selling there amazingly. It's selling crazy there. So wait for. Don't just start here to wait for the. It has about how many seconds left? Wait for 20 seconds. You need to wait for 20 seconds. Don't just go and click, otherwise you still pay the original price. So wait for 20 seconds and then start buying. Once you see the price change to £13.99, start buying, because you will have free shipping if you buy that. Okay, start adding it to only one. You can only buy one at a time, one person. You only have one for one person. I don't want you to buy two. Don't buy two emotional intelligence. You only one. You only have access to one. Buy one. Okay, it has started now. The sales is on. So start. 19 minutes is what you have to choose your copy. Now, after that, I'm going to do another sale on this book, which is Letting Go, Walking Away from Toxic Relationship. So if you want to get this book, then get ready. Wait till the end. I will do a sale on that too. That one is going to be cheaper for you. I hope you're adding it to cart already. Add a cart before the time expires. Now, while we're on that, that's the book Emotional Intelligence for you. Get your copy. Now, while we're on that, I'm just saying a few things. I said healing is not one-time event. It is a daily practice. Every day you must choose emotional maturity. You have to choose emotion every day. You have to choose emotional maturity every day. TikTok is offering you. It's like you use a coupon. It's like you use a coupon to get yours. Z. It's like you had a coupon. TikTok gave you a coupon, right? I think that's what you got. TikTok gave you a coupon. You got both last week. I hope your own should be delivered to you already. Oluwa. Yeah, TikTok gave you a coupon. That's what you apply the coupon on it. And it shouldn't be less than that. That's the thing. TikTok, I didn't send them to be applying coupon on my book for anybody. They did that. All right, let's continue. Okay, great. Please read it. Read it. Lesson number 5. The truth is this. God wants you to be emotionally mature. God desires emotional maturity from his children. God desires emotional maturity from his children. The Bible speaks about self-control, wisdom, patience, gentleness, character, understanding. I mean, all of these things are emotional maturity in action. It's just all of them. It's a lot. It's a lot. So, God wants you to be emotionally mature. Don't run away from it. Every child of God must be emotionally developed. Emotionally developed. Emotionally developed. Everyone. 17 minutes more. Let me add treasure box right there. Treasure box for everyone. If you need coins, it's free. Get it in the treasure box in 2 minutes. Anyone want to support us with treasure box? If you have treasure, you want to give the people. Let's bless the people with treasure box. Come on. If you want to give to many, you want people to have coin, use treasure box. That's the only way to do it. You want to help people here on the platform to receive coin, just send in your treasure box if you want to do so. I've sent several. So another lady sent some a while ago. Those of you on YouTube, I'm sorry. It's only TikTok we can send treasure box. So here's my question. What are you going to do with your life? Now, at the moment, I am offering an assessment for both my VIP and 101. I offer 2 assessments for everyone. Number 1, there is the marriage readiness assessment. Marriage readiness assessment. In other words, how do you know that you are ready for marriage? Evaluation. There is a marriage evaluation assessment I offer. That one you can find it using, if you want to go through that assessment, send me a message or go to the link on my profile. You'll be able to see everything there. Then I also offer people one-on-one or group or family or relationships, whatever, whether you are coming with your partner or whatever it is. I offer you emotional maturity evaluation. Emotional maturity evaluation is an assessment. So I will evaluate you emotionally. So we will go through a series of questions and answers. All right, and then we'll go through a series of things. Then you'll be able to know the stage and the state of your emotion. It's very important before you marry. It's very important during marriage. Now you're married, you need to know where you are so you can know what to fix. I'm going to be carrying that out today with some people. So we're going to go through emotional maturity evaluation. And if you want that, please send me a message that you want to go through the emotional evaluation. It doesn't matter where you live in the world, whether you live in Africa, you live in Europe. If you want to go through emotional evaluation assessment with me, emotional maturity evaluation, then send me a message. It's not for free. You got to be ready to pay for it. I'm not going to spend my time or about 1 hour plus to be doing that for free. So I'm going to help you, but it's not for free. So ensure that you're ready to do it, because it will help you to make your relationship, your health, your life better. This is what I do. All right. This is what I do. This is my field. This is my profession. This is my skill. So I can help you become emotionally mature. It's not on God. God gave me because it's not on God. If God would have done it, he would have done it since. That's why he's not the one to do it. He gave you wisdom. He gave you access on how to develop. Your emotional development is on you. The person you marry is on you. It's no longer on God to say, oh God, give me a husband, give me a wife. God said, go and find one. Either find a wife. He didn't say either ask God for a wife. Go and find. Choosing a man to marry, choosing a woman to marry is on you. It has nothing to do on God. So we should stop blaming it. This is where I come in. I help you to find the right person to marry. Actually, I have to evaluate you first, whether you are ready. And now I call it vetting. So, but now I've decided to make it official. So it is going to be if you go to the link in my bio, you see it there. You'll be able to assess yourself. Just book an appointment and I say, or send me a message and say, I want to carry out marriage evaluation. Let me see if I'm ready for marriage. Marriage readiness evaluation. I want to know if I'm ready. So I will do that for you. It's not free. It's paid for. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. Just let me know. Then another person that needs my service of emotional evaluation, emotional maturity evaluation. You cannot marry without that one. You cannot have a healthy relationship without that one. You need to know where you are emotionally, and especially those who have married before, those who are divorced, those who are single, those who are not anybody. This one is for everybody. If you are single, you are married, you are not married, you are anything. It's for everybody. And also, we can do it for teenagers. I will come up with assessment for kids, but at the moment for teenager, emotional evaluation, emotional maturity evaluation for kids will be coming on later, not now. But I'm only working on adults, which is in the gap of teenagers and adults strictly. All right, so it's for everybody. Emotional evaluation. So if you want that, send me a message. Send me a message. May I know the price? Send me a message. You know the price when you send me a message. But again, remember, I live. I'm not in Africa, so you have to do exchange rate for you to know what it will cost you. All right, in your currency, if you are doing that, except those of you, I'm talking about those in Africa. So because they are limited, most of them are limited to paying in certain amount, in certain currency. They don't, except you have dollar account and all of that. Otherwise, you won't be able to do payment. So for those of you in Nigeria, in Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, especially Nigeria, I will focus on that, especially Nigeria and Ghana. Send me a personal message. You want to do that, okay? You want to do, send me a personal message, then we'll talk about how your payment will go. But those of you in abroad in Europe, you don't need to worry. Just send me a message. I'll send you the information you need, and then you book an appointment, and then we get going. So it's just one off. You have to do it, and then I will recommend what you need to do, what you need to do next. You will not have recommendation, a guide on how to move from where you are, things to fix, things to repair. And then you know that whether you are ready or not, and you can go on with that marriage, you can go on with that relationship, you can go on with that, whatever you want to do. But you know that you have assessed yourself, you know where you are. Very important. Any question? Any question? We have 9 minutes more for those picking the book. Pick your book, 9 minutes more. If you haven't ordered your book now, get it. Emotional Intelligence for everyday relationship. Emotional intelligence for everyday relationship. Emotional intelligence for everyday relationship. Any question? Let's take some question. We're done. I'm done teaching. Now, actually, I've not mentioned those of you joining my VIP. If you want to join the VIP, please join. All right, join the VIP, which is gradually becoming an academy. So the VIP is becoming an academy, is our academy. If you want to join weekly coaching, emotional intelligence lessons, relationship tools, worksheets, assessment, everything, real life transformation, information, stories, question and answer, real life question and answer. These are no gimmick. And you learn preparing for marriage. We have a section of premarital counseling section. That is the major goal of that platform: premarital counseling and emotional intelligence development. So there are two major courses that we do there: emotional intelligence course, developing your emotions, and also we have premarital counseling for those who want to marry, or those who are already married want to arrange and fix their marriage. Premarital counseling section is there, and we have section for those who want to learn about they have personal questions they want to ask, and they want clarity about those things. So it's every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Today we're going to be meeting again by 1 p.m. UK time. So if you're watching me and you are one of the VIP, please do not miss it. Some of you have signed up for VIP, but you have not attended the class. I don't know why you are not attending classes. How can you sign up for VIP? You are not attending classes. So how do you grow? So you have to discipline, you have to change that. So I'm encouraging you to check your email and also learn to be in the meetings. Okay? And you can watch the videos, I get it. I know some of you go back and watch the videos because you couldn't attend. But ensure that you make at least the live section. Making the live session, being in the live session will help you. We help you a great deal. And if you want to join the VIP, you want to join our academy, the coaching program, please send me a message. Say, I want to join the VIP and I want to join the academy coaching program. Then I will give you the details. Just send me a message. Now, if you want to book 101 counseling section with me, coaching section 101, you want me to deal with you personally 101, please send me a message. Send me a message that you want a 101. I don't want to join any group. I don't want to be in any group. I want you to just handle me, deal with me 101. Help me 101. That 101, and there are different categories. So we need to talk. So send me a message and let's see what you have the capacity for. If you need any personal help with emotional maturity, if you need any personal help with healing and relationship guidance, if you need any personal help, I am available to work with you, walk you through your specific situation. I'm available. That's why I'm here. So you have a friend, you have a help. So you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to keep repeating painful patterns. Your emotional maturity can change your life. It can change your marriage. Your emotional maturity will change your parenting. Your emotional maturity can change your future. The transformation starts today. You better start now. Start now. So, how many of you got the book? If you got your book already, let me know so that we can start shipping it. How many of you got yours? We have 5 minutes left. Have you gotten your book on the screen? It's on sales right now. It's on sales right now. For those of you on YouTube, use the link there to do it. It's in the description, or just send me a message you're interested. All right, thank you so much. Those on YouTube, that's how much we can take. We will continue on TikTok. For those of you on TikTok, we'll continue in the next few minutes. Before we go, we still have about 15 minutes, and then we can end the live stream. But those of you on YouTube, that's it. That's all we can take. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Bye for now.